Hi alle sammen, velkommen til videoen min I dag. Today I'm going to talk about how to learn Norwegian and also how to use this NRK learning extension which I built for myself to learn Norwegian. But first, before I start to show how to use this extension, let me explain a little bit about the idea behind the extension. So as you know, last year I used 2 months to pass the Norwegian B2 from scratch, which is very effective, and also I think I found the secret of how to learn a language, or specifically how to learn Norwegian, but I think it applies for other languages as well. So there are only 2 words: input and output. For the input, you need to have correct material, not correct, but proper, suitable material to put in your brain to memorize it as many times as you can. And for the output, what you need to have is only a phone, turn on your camera and try to talk with yourself in this language, in Norwegian. For example, at the beginning, maybe you don't know so much about Norwegian, but you can try to ask AI or ask Google Translation how to say, I get up at 7 o'clock, and then you know, okay, det jeg står opp klokka 7, klokka 6. Then in the video, maybe at the beginning, you can only talk 1 minute, and after many days, you will know how to express your feelings, how to express yourself in this language very fast, as long as you are not afraid to make mistakes. That's what I found from my learning experience. Okay, now let's go to this extension. Add to Chrome, add extensions. Then let's go to NRK. Let's try NRK TV first. For series, I really like Scam. Scam is also very, very famous for many foreigners, and it talks about the high school student's life, so it's very practical Norwegian. You can learn a lot useful expressions from it. Let's go for the first episode.
Organisering ulovlig, og arbeidsforholdene uutholdelige. Så før vi klapper i hendene over friheten, over rikdommen, over kjøpefesten, skal vi huske én ting.
So here you can see the right-hand side, the panel. It is movable, and it shows Norwegian subtitles and also the corresponding English translation. Whenever you don't know some specific word, you can just click it. Hendene. It will also show the example sentence from this episode specifically. If you click add to flashcards, then it will be here. For the Anki flashcard, what I said, the setting for flashcard is on the front side is the English hint, and the back side is the whole sentence of how to use this in Norwegian. I think this is very, very practical and useful. And also you can see here, you can change repeat times, because I think for learning a language, you need to repeat as many times as you can, just like what children did when they learn a language from scratch, from their parents. Yeah, but let's try, see if
Så før vi
it
klapper i
works.
hendene over friheten, over rikdommen, over kjøpefesten, skal vi huske én ting. Så før vi klapper i hendene over friheten, over rikdommen, over kjøpefesten, skal vi huske én ting. Vårt overforbrukssamfunn står på skuldrene til de slitne kaffebøndene i Peru. Vårt overforbrukssamfunn står på skuldrene.
Okay, and also you can see there's a head translation. If you advance the level of Norwegian, maybe you don't even need to see the English. Okay, now let's go to the podcast. For podcast, I want to explain that for podcast, it only applies for podcast with this kind of TV sign. It means inside NRK they have the built-in subtitles, so I don't need to whisper from the podcast, which is more tricky. But in the future, I'll figure out. But right now, let's just talk about podcast in this situation, with TV sign.
Og før vi begynner på historien, så må jeg bare si at dette jo din historie, altså din versjon av historien, og så kan det hende at andre har andre opplevelser av det. Men for å forstå kjærlighetssorgen du hadde, så må vi først litt inn på det forholdet du var i da. Altså, hvor du i livet ditt på dette tidspunktet hvor dere to møtes?
Jeg jo en evig singlevenninne.
Hvor du i livet ditt på dette tidspunktet hvor dere to møtes? Det veldig beklager. It's very useful expressions, and it's very normal, common expressions when Norwegians they say. So let's try here. Single. And here are also example sentences from this podcast specifically. Then add to flashcards. Here you can see that including the flashcards, we edit from the NRK TV. All the flashcards are here, and there are two features: export new, export all. Because when I use it, when I finish one episode, I have so many flashcards, then I exported it to Anki. But next time when I start a new episode, there will be more. But I don't want to repeat the previous flashcards, so I added this feature, export new. Let's try export all and see how it works in Anki, my favorite language learning tool. If you haven't used it, I highly recommend you to use this for language learning. Yeah. Okay, here we come to file, import. Then we import this. You see here's semicolon. So import. These are the two flashcards we added. But I'll show you how I use this. Like in a way, it's a hint, English hint, like how do you say it in Norwegian?
Ja, men det ordner seg sikkert på et vis.
Ja, men det ordner seg sikkert på et vis. So in this sentence, på et vis means in a way. But if you just remember på et vis, then you don't know how to use it in real life. So it's better to memorize it in a whole sentence. So that's it. It's a kind of simple extension, but I think it's very useful. And if you appreciate it, you can buy me a coffee. Here's the link. Also, wish you good luck for the Norwegian learning journal. Ha det!